What's up, Frame Fitness? It's me, Jeni DelPozo, and I'm super excited about this workout today. Today, it's all about getting all the length out of your body with this 20-minute yoga stretch and flow. All right, so I have your frame reformer set up on the back springs. You're on one medium spring setting, okay? Leave that out as it is, and then go ahead and walk around towards your foot bar. And then just take a nice stance, feet right underneath your hips. Reach your arms up overhead. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, circle your arms out and around. Just let it all go today. Again, inhale, reach up, lift. Exhale, circle your arms out and around. One more. You'll reach up, lift up tall. Press your palms together. And then slide one hand down the side of your body, reach up and over to the side, and get that nice reach in both directions right here. Draw your shoulders down, lift your ribs up, and then start to float your arm back up towards the sky, and you'll slide all the way down, reach up and over to your opposite side. Really press into that opposite foot. Get that stretch in all directions. And then come right back up again. And then reach up and over. And hopefully you're getting that side body stretch. Depending on where you're tight, it might be the low back more, might be towards your lats. That's the beauty of this work today. You'll just notice little spots. So reach back up and over to your other side. That you go, oh, I didn't realize I was that tight right there. That's why we do this work. And come right back up. Then start to open up your elbows to the side. Lift your chest up towards the sky and try to tilt your elbows up as the tops of your hands fall down towards the floor behind you. There's a great bend in your knees, that great lift of your chest. And then reach all the way back up overhead. Give me one more like that. Open up your arms, cactus lift. And come all the way back up. Bring your hands down through heart center, roll your shoulders back, and then carefully step into your well. Now you have that resistance on your springs already set up, and you're gonna step back away from your carriage, and then your legs are just as wide as your frame will let you be here. Walk your hands out onto your reformer, and you can hold onto the side rails here of your carriage. Let your head just hang nice and heavy for a moment. Put weight into your feet, into your heels even too. And then start to round through your spine. Pull the carriage in towards your shins. You're using the arms slightly, but think it's more of like the back and your spine and your abs pulling your carriage in. And then reach the carriage away. And again, pull the carriage in. And if ever that back feels a little bit more sensitive, you could always drop down to that lighter spring setting. It's absolutely there for you. And just keep flowing through that. Use your breath. And that head gets to just hang nice and heavy each time. Go for two more. Hopefully you just notice how your hamstrings are opening up, your glutes, the low back. One more. And that core really turns on at the same time. Now from here, instead of that rounded spine, you're gonna pull the carriage in, but I want the flat back. You look towards your springs in front of you, and then let your head hang heavy, let the carriage come back in. Again, draw your shoulders down, feel your lats, pull the carriage in, lift your heart forward, reach, reach, reach. Tailbone is back behind you, and then reach it away. So if you're someone who struggles with your downward facing dog, this is a great way to understand that length that you're trying to find in your tail. That soft bend in your knees will also help open up the back of the body. And go for three more. And that great connection to your spine and those muscles around your spine waking up. Go for two. Abs still pull in and up, helping to protect your back as well here. Last one. Let it all go. Let your arms fall down towards your toes. Walk your feet all the way together. And then hold on to opposite elbows with your palms, little ragdoll, sway side to side. Let your hands fall down towards your toes. Give me a soft bend in your knees. Slowly start to round yourself up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake that all out a little bit. And then you'll take off your back spring. And we'll just place that medium spring on at the front of your machine. All right, now you'll step back into the well towards your screen, and you'll play with your position as we get into your lunge here. Just bring your big toes together, heels slightly apart. Reach your arms up, extended mountain inhale. Exhale as you forward fold towards your toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Give me that soft bend that you just found when we were working with your carriage. Reach your heart forward as your tailbone reaches back behind you. Then round all the way back down. Now your hands are going to come onto the frame of your reformer, and you're going to step one leg back behind you. Now what I like to find is actually the platform behind. So that way you're in that nice lunge stretch here. Then drop your back knee down onto your carriage and start to lift your arms up overhead. And you get that great position with where your carriage is at off the ground and where your knee is at. So hopefully you get to open up your hip flexor and quad just as much as I feel this. Whew, my body's like, yes, I need this. This is a perfect go-to after a run, after like a great tough workout. You're gonna wanna keep going back to this one. And then bring your hands back down onto your machine. You'll lift the back knee off, hop that foot forward. Forward fold down towards your toes, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale as you forward fold. Extended mountain, reach up, lift up, all the way up towards the sky as you inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift again. Get that length in your spine. And then take your forward fold. Hands come back onto the frame of your reformer. Step the opposite leg back behind you. And again, you'll reach it back onto your platform. Find that nice lunge first, then drop your back knee, start to reach your arms up overhead and get that gorgeous lift there. And you're trying to square off your hips. What does that mean, that square? You're trying to face both hips towards your screen. Give me that nice tuck of your tailbone. Lift your chest up. So a lot of the times it's easy to kind of sink into the legs here. That carriage is right there, so you can give yourself that feedback. Press your knee down. Lift your spine up. Oof. And then bring your hands back down onto your frame. Go ahead and hover the knee off, lengthen through your leg, and then step your foot forward, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Reach up, look up, extended mountain. And then exhale, forward fold again. Halfway lift up. Round through the spine, let it all go. Hands back onto your reformer, onto the frame. Step it back into your nice lunge. Bring the knee down. Reach your arms back up. Now this time, whatever leg is back, I want you to hold on to the same wrist on that side. Then reach up and over towards the opposite direction. Feel your thigh bones still hug the midline of your body and get that great stretch, maybe all the way up into your abdominals as well. And then come back up through center. Lower it all the way back down. Hover the back knee. Step it forward. Halfway lift. Inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. Reach up, look up, extended mountain. And take that gorgeous forward fold. Reach up halfway. Lower it all the way back down. Hands onto the frame of your reformer. Step your leg back behind you. Drop the back knee. Reach your arms up. Back into that goodness. Whatever leg is back, hold on to the wrist. Reach up and over. And every day is going to feel a little different. Maybe some days you do get a little bit lower into that stretch. I can tell, again, how much my body needed this today. It's been a lot of running. Arms reach back up. Hands go onto your frame. Hover your knee. Step it forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. All the way up, reach up, look up. And take that forward fold again. Halfway lift. Round through your spine, let it all go. Hands onto your frame. Step your front foot, or your first foot back again. Drop your knee. Reach back up. Now your hands are going to go back onto the frame of your reformer. Whatever leg is back, opposite arm is going to reach back. You try to hold onto the foot. And hold the foot towards your hip. Then keep reaching your hip forward as well. Now that hand that's on the frame gets to help support you right here. It's easily in this position that the hips come back to bypass the stretch. Really try to get that hip forward still. Still feel the heart reach forward even though you're leaning a little into this. But it feels so good. Anytime my knees start to feel like they're pulling a little bit, anytime I can do this flow, it's super helpful. A lot of the times when my knees are pulling, it's because those quads are really tight. So when you can stretch out your quads, those knees open right back up. All right, go ahead and let go of the foot. Hover your knee off of the back again. Step it forward, halfway lift. Forward fold. Reach up, look up, all the way up, extended mountain. Feels so nice to get that lift and length. And then take your forward fold again. Halfway lift. Let it all go. Hands back onto the frame. Reach the opposite leg back. Drop the knee. Reach up. Get that great stretch in your body every single time first. And then hands come down. Opposite arm to opposite leg. You reach back. The hips might have to go back for a second just so you can grab the foot. Then take the hips again forward with you there. Oh. And that, my friends, is like one of my favorite stretches right there. If you're like, Jenny, I cannot reach that foot today, that's fine. You don't have to grab it at all. You can go back to any of the other positions that we worked in. Maybe you're just here reaching back. Totally okay to go there, okay? Whatever feels right in your body, you take it there. And then you'll slowly lower it back down. Hover the knee off. Step it forward. Halfway lift. Take your forward fold. Reach all the way up. Look up, extended mountain. Bring it down through heart center. Open it up. Mountain pose. Just find that length. Find how grounded you are. Find how much more open you might feel. Maybe you already feel that tension just letting go in your body. Some days, though, my body can hold on to that tension just because I'm like, oh man, I need to be doing more of those stretches more often. Let that also out of your mind. You showed up today. You are here. You are making it happen. All right, carefully step out of your well. We're going to go for some nice side plank with some stretching and twisting here as well. So I'm going to have you step, and you're going to be on, actually, let's change out your springs first, because I want you on one light spring. That way, you really have to work. All right, so you're going to place your feet onto your platform, and then you're just going to pivot your feet over to one side, so the toes are going to face one direction. Bring your hands down onto your carriage towards the center, and you're going to press all the way out to your plank position here. Wrap the arm bones around, press your chest away from the floor. Now this is where that stretch comes in still too. So you're in that rotation, so you're getting that great twist in your torso. Then you're gonna scoop everything up, lift up, get the stretch in your back a little bit here too, and your legs maybe, and then just press all the way back out again. And again, reach up, lift up, and press it back out. A little bit of core work. I always got to throw in a little bit of core work for you, even on those days where it's just about the stretching and the length. Go for 2 more. Last one, lift. And lower all the way back down. You're going to come to your plank position so the toes are just facing back towards parallel. And you're going to pivot over to your other side. So go ahead and face the toes the opposite direction. Hold this position and just notice if you feel a different stretch on this rotation, on this side. And then from there, scoop the ribs up. And And press it right back out. And again, let the breath guide you. Inhale. Exhale, reach it away. Now, if the opposite or reverse breath makes more sense in your body, feel free to go there today. I'm not mad at you changing up the breath work. And lift. You got 2 more on this side. Reach and lift. And lower. How good does it feel to just get into your core? Just even a little bit today. Last one. And press back out to your plank. Give me that nice parallel position so the balls of the feet are back onto your platform. Hold it right there for 4. For 3. For 2. And 1. Lift your hips up. Walk your hands back towards your toes, towards the platform. And again, just hang nice and heavy. Pedal through your legs. Let it all go. So many times it's easy to show up on your reformer and really pick apart your practice. And that's where I love to take the ideas of yoga, bring them onto my reformer, and just be in the zone and just stay with it. And you don't have to critique your body or your form all the time. And you just breathe and let it all go. You're going to carefully step off to one side. And I want you to come back towards that medium spring setting. So just 1 medium spring. You'll face towards your platform. Knees will go onto your carriage. You're going to press out towards that puppy pose. So your knees are going to be right underneath your hips, hands onto your platform. Let your chest fall down towards your spring. And just breathe into that. Final moments here. Let your chest open back up. I always think about my version of my yoga practice as an Epsom salt bath for my brain, where I get to stop picking everything apart and just be. And when my brain does wander, when my mind starts to wander about, overcorrecting my form or anything like that, I just bring myself back and say, I am here now. And then slowly bring your carriage all the way back in. Let's go for a nice classical child's pose. So bring your knees all the way together. Hands will come back behind towards your feet. Let your forehead just rest down onto your platform. And just let it all go. It feels good to let the arms fall back down towards your sides. It felt great to open up the front of the body. And again, if you're someone training whether you're running, you're cycling, anything like that, the flow today that you just did will really help open up and keep your body feeling great for more and more workouts. And just your day-to-day life too. Go for one more breath. Let it all go. And slowly bring your hands right by your platform. Round up through your spine. And you'll carefully step up to one side. Stand all the way up nice and tall. And let's take one last breath together. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, lift up tall through your spine. Exhale, circle your arms out and around. Roll your shoulders back. And you are all done with your 20-minute yoga stretch flow today. Amazing job with that work on your frame reformer. I'm Jeni DelPozo, and I can't wait to flow with you again soon.